Hey, how's it going, Neuro friends? This is Erin Gallardo. I'm one of the co-founders of the Neuro Collaborative.
And I'm Claire McLean, also one of the co-founders of Neuro Collaborative.
And we are super excited to be here with you today because we have an awesome announcement about something we've been working on and creating based on things that you guys have been asking for and looking for. So Claire and I have both been PTs for a little over 12 years. We've been neuro PTs. We did not go to the same school, but we did graduate the same year and been practicing a long time. We've worked in all the different settings in neuro, been through a lot of different experiences in that, and have just loved our careers and the paths that they've taken. But there were some frustrations that we had and found in our careers and feel like others of you out there in neuro also experienced that. And so that's why we decided to partner up and create a community that could empower neurotherapists like yourself to have the career that you want, to become the expert you want, to ultimately really help your patients in the best way possible, because that's what we all care about the most. And really doing that without overwhelm, without getting burnt out, because that's also extremely important. And we know that's a huge issue for a lot of neurotherapists. So in this quest to create an empowered community of neurotherapists, we came across an awesome colleague. She became a colleague of ours, JJ Mauder-Tinney. And you're going to get to meet her later this week because she's going to talk to us a little bit more. And we're going to tell you about something that is coming down the pipeline with her. So Claire's going to tell you a little more too.
Yeah. So JJ is an amazing neurotherapist. She's faculty at a college and in a PT program, and she does a lot of mentoring. And after meeting her, we were just in awe of her love of teaching and mentoring clinicians. Because although we are both neurotherapists and we love working with people, we didn't know, we knew there was this need for more mentoring and more continuing education, but we didn't feel like we were the best ones to be doing that ourselves. And we met JJ, and she was just born to do this. She loves treating patients, coming up with creative ideas, working with students, working with therapists. She teaches a ton of continuing education courses across the country, and she loves mentoring people and following up. And we talked about how she gets lots of emails after her courses of people who want more information and more follow-up, and how that can be difficult to manage and really get back to everyone and really feel like you're able to help everyone. So we started collaborating with her by doing some webinars. So we knew there were some really interesting topics, and we kind of wanted to just test out this format of, doing these webinars on different topics, live, online, people being able to come in, ask questions, learn, and then hopefully learn something that they're able to take to the clinic the next day and implement, and then bring back and ask more questions. Because that's some of the frustrations that we've experienced with continuing education courses is, attending a course, learning a ton, getting all pumped up, and then going back home and feeling like, okay, am I incorporating what I just learned? I have questions. This didn't work quite like I was expecting it to, and I don't necessarily feel like I have time to totally problem solve through that. And maybe the person who I took that course from would have great ideas. And so then, do I take the time to sit down and send an email? And are they even going to have the time to get back to me? So I have personally experienced a lot of challenges really implementing, because I love to learn. I take a lot of courses, but I really struggle to implement everything that I learn. And it's been hard to find a situation where there's this great follow-up afterwards. So even with JJ's webinars, the first couple we did, the first one was on, gait training and looking at excessive extensor thrust in gait. And so looking at the assessments, making sure we're really knowing what is going on, why is that happening with our patient, and then being able to go home, test that, try some things out. And then our next session was mentoring with actually treating patients. So people took videos of their clients, submitted them to JJ, and then she went through these cases and talked through, problem solved a little bit of the assessments, and then where were people, what were people thinking in terms of treatment. JJ gave her ideas ideas, and it was this really lively discussion. So we've had a few of these webinars so far, and they have been great, and we just got really good feedback about them, and it was really fun and exciting. And this kind of idea popped up in our head of what if we had a network, a program where we could provide this type of education online, so it's very accessible on an ongoing basis. So rather than going and just immersing yourself for a whole weekend, but then having nothing afterwards to follow up, what if we spread things out a little bit, made it really accessible, and had something on an ongoing basis for people where you could have this ongoing mentoring. And so we basically started something called the Neuro Network. And it's just getting started now. We're super excited for it. I think the ability to learn with this setup is going to be very different than with weekend courses and with school. And it's very different than other online education. So a lot of things online are just recorded webinars that you may watch. And that's
or not watch.
Yeah, you may do something else while you kind of listen in the background and don't really learn. And maybe you're just doing that for CEUs.
Or you buy it and you don't watch it. That's what I do.
Right. I've done that too. Or even if you do watch it, okay, you learn some good things, but then there isn't necessarily that ability for follow-up, like try it out, ask questions. If something didn't work, why not? This ongoing mentorship is something that we think is so exciting and has the potential to really change practice. And we just hear from people all over the place. Even myself, one of the jobs I took at a hospital outpatient clinic was because of a clinician I knew who worked there. And I basically wanted to have mentoring with her. We sat next to each other for work, but she had kids. And so she came in the morning, she did her work, and she got out of there because she had to go pick up her kids from school. So there was no extra time for mentoring. And it's something that we hear from people just so much of the time, unless you do maybe a residency. But if you go get a job, you have demands on your time in terms of productivity. Your coworkers do. I see some, anger faces there. People may understand the struggle. So mentorship is something that we all need and want. I would still like some right now. I need to hire a mentor to bring in here. But it's so hard to do even when everybody has the best intentions. And then there also are some people who may be in areas where they don't even have a therapist that they work with or in their area who is a more experienced neuroclinician that they could, try to get some mentoring from outside, and just everybody's super busy. And we know this is really tough to fit in your schedule and hard to make happen. And so it just seems like this is going to work so well to learn and get this ongoing mentorship from someone who is just such an awesome clinician and also a really awesome mentor. She's so approachable. She's the type you can ask any question and you never feel silly or like it's a dumb question. She answers everything and she's so creative. But I just think JJ as a person is very special. And so we're really excited that we met her so we could do this together. So let's see, we wanted to make sure that you guys knew about this program. We think that's one of the challenging things. You try to come up with a new idea, but then it's hard to get the word out and let people know about it. And so that's what we're trying to do here is be on this video, let you know what we're working on and what we've started. Let's see. I think, so those are my frustrations in terms of continuing education. Maybe some of you have similar ones, maybe not. But I'm really looking forward to learning and having this ongoing access to learning and bringing up cases and discussing patient cases that otherwise we don't know of anything like this that really exists out there.
Yeah. We are super excited. This idea for what we're calling the Neuro Network was born out of these frustrations, out of a desire to change education so that you can actually take what you're learning and implement it in the clinic the next day and not be overloaded with things. And also just become a better therapist so your patients get better. That's really ultimately what we all want. So we're super excited to let you know about it and really want you to learn about it, read up on it on our site and see what things you're looking to know and how it can help you. We've designed it for you busy professionals in mind. So little bits at a time, application and follow-up. Like we said, this is like the most important piece to our learning and growth as clinicians so that you can get that ongoing mentorship and work through challenges and feel like you're actually implementing the things that you're learning, because that ultimately is what JJ wants as well for all of you. So, we also have gotten so much feedback from all of you about asking for continuing education credits. So we've had an awesome pleasure to get to know so many of you in the community, to have an opportunity to share really great free content with you And creating this network allows us to now offer you continuing education units for it, which is really exciting. Claire and I both have our NCS. And so I just recertified this past year. You did like the year before. And on that form, you have to have neuro-specific Con Ed. And so I was kind of looking around, what neuro Con Ed have I done? Because some of it I don't really do anymore because I want to learn new things and different things. Well, this is stuff that's advanced that no one has learned yet because it's fresh, and JJ keeps up on the research and she's presenting new stuff. So you're going to have an entire year, month after month, of great neuro advanced content for your CEUs, but in a way that it's little by little. It is not an intense deep dive like a residency or something. This is like a few hours a month working towards your specialty, maintaining your specialty, growing as a clinician. It's just so exciting, and we're really excited to tell you about it. And there's so many great benefits, so we don't want to sit here and talk your ear off about them because we really could. But we want you to check it out. We're going to post the link for you to learn more about it and to join this network below. You're going to just see what a great opportunity this is. And it is only available this week because this is an interactive program. Like we said, it's mentorship, it's ongoing, it's feedback. We're only enrolling people for this week, and it's going to be closed on Friday at midnight. So you want to join now. The reason also you want to join right now is because we're not going to be opening this anytime soon. We're opening it for the first time this week, and that means that we're going to offer a price point that is so low. It is a no-brainer, and we're not going to be able to offer this price point again because we just know this is a great opportunity. We're starting out learning together. You guys can be founding members in this and really help us to shape it. But obviously JJ knows what she's doing, so we know that it's going to be a really, really awesome deal and a great way for you all to learn. So yeah.
So yeah, it's exciting. And just to kind of reiterate with JJ, so her passion is knowledge translation, taking the research that is published, really implementing it in the clinic. So it's both, evidence-based of research, but also clinical experience. So her vast clinical experience in many different settings with different populations. And then that's also the beauty of the community, is all the other people who are there. So it's not just JJ as the one and only expert. It's that you're also in this group of all these other therapists who have their own experience, have learned things, have tried things. So we're going to be able to really, draw from the collective wisdom of the group, which I think is really exciting. And what is so fun about neuro, as a community, it's a little bit smaller, and all of us, really love to learn and share. And so I think just that whole community piece will be really valuable. And like Erin said too, in terms of the way we're going to, share this content and get together, our goal is for you to get the most bang for your buck and time. We know everybody's time is really valuable. And so our goal is to use the least amount of time with the most valuable information that you can then implement. And it's not hours of content every week. We're really going to try to keep it very minimal, but very useful at the same time. So that's one of our big goals too, which I think is important to know.
The other big goal is that it has to be fun or we're not doing it. That's what we told JJ from the start. And so we know it's going to be fun for us, but most importantly, it's going to be really fun for you. And yeah, we can't wait for you to learn more. So check out the link that we're going to post below. Post any questions you have on here in the comments. Let us know if you have any questions or thoughts or anything that we didn't cover. We would just love to hear from you. We love this community, and we're just so happy to be here and offer this. And honestly, we're organizing this, but we cannot wait to actually participate in it as well. So
yep.
Yay.
Totally.
So stay tuned. We're going to come on here live every day this week because, like I said, this is the only opportunity to join right now as the first time. Definitely the best time to join. So stay tuned for some more lives coming up this week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hope to see you in there.
Bye.